Well, well, all right, Nanya. I'm just gonna be out here real quick because I'm actually making a huge dinner for my family later on. I'm getting everything together. But while I was doing that, I went over to listen to Hello Starlight's stream about dangerous people in the community. And quite frankly, I'm pretty tired of Hello Starlight playing the victim and playing this poor little innocent thing. And I've been sitting on this thing for about 2 years now, and I'm ready to drop the bomb. Enough of that music, though. Okay, I don't know if anybody can hear me because of the music. I'm waiting for them. Look, I just like to cook. And they went swimming, and I can't go swimming because I've been sick. They went swimming, so I'm preparing a really good dinner for them when they get back. That's all. I just like to cook. They like my food, so it makes me happy. But I was over there. I still keep up with the drama community. I still keep up with what's going on, and I don't really get involved in it too much and everything else. I learned a lot of lessons from the drama community. Uh, I learned that sometimes people that claim to be your friends really aren't your friends, and a lot of times it's female. There's been a couple of them, but for the most part, it seems like the people that I was initially arguing with in the first place are the people that I should have never argued with. Like Steph. I'll give you an example. Steph. Now, as I've gotten to know her, she's a badass. All right. And she's smart and she puts it all in perspective. She's got receipts every time. But I got into it with Steph because, Steph was friendly with Starlight and we were all, blah, blah, blah. She never got into it with her. And, that's cool. Steph is one of them. Amanda Lynn is another one. But I think me and Amanda didn't have this hate thing. We just had this drama thing going on because I always did like her. But that's another one. She was another one that kind of came at me because of Starlight and 180, and I get that. You protecting your friends. But what I've seen Starlight do over the years is just shit on all her friends, all of them, not just me. I thought it was just me, right? I thought it was just me. Now I'm sitting over there listening to her talk about dangerous people on the fucking internet. But she didn't mention herself one fucking time. See, here's the thing. A lot of people that were around maybe 2-3 years ago when it started with me and Rel, who's my friend now, and I was just talking to him the other day. Anybody that's wondering about Rel, he's doing the damn thing. He's getting his business is doing really well. He just got a huge contract. He's doing good, and he's trying to get. I'm sending him crime stuff. We still talk. That's cool. And in the course of meeting Rel, everybody knew what the situation was. Me and Rel were going at each other really hard. He had to follow him because he had some of these women, that were on here, the useless ones, kind of, that were just telling him I was just this bad guy, blah blah blah, and he just wanted to go at me and whatever. But he sees now that that's not what that is. But in the course of meeting Rel, I met some of his friends. You guys remember the G Unit when he wanted to get some help because he was busy. He wanted to get some help. He put their foot on me a little bit. So Starlight's on there just playing like she's innocent and poor her, and she doesn't do anything. I swore I would never drag her, but I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of you. So if you want to talk about things that Amanda Lynn and Steph have done in the past, let's go back because I've been holding this forever. Hey, Cork, the only reason that I have not contacted the African American man that you put a banana in his mouth is because you got kids. That's the only reason I've done that. That's the only reason I haven't done that. Then you got up on Rel's panel while he was still mad at me and said, I know that I don't want nothing to do with BryanSt.John and the fucking racist he is. You said that to a man that was in the middle of going after my job, doxing me. So you supported that when you did that. You supported that. And I'm going to tell you right now, Rel knows damn well that that wasn't an eggplant. He can say what he wants, but I know he knows damn well. You chose to put a banana that was moving in and out in a black man's mouth. And I'm telling you now, he's a very dangerous black man. If you guys think Rel was dangerous, Rel is approachable. You can talk to Rel. You can sort your stuff out with Rel. You can sort that out with Rel if you'd like to. You know, he's not, but this other guy absolutely hates white people, and he'll tell you that. He'll tell you that. So this is what I want to do. Nobody asked me to make this video. Hi, jumpers. Nobody asked me to make this video, right? I'm not friendly. I'm in a good place with Amanda, and I'm in a decent place with Steph, but they have not contacted me to make this video. All right? What I'm sick of is watching Hello Starlight shit on people that the same people that she came to because Brian's messing with me, Mandy's messing with me, people's messing with the same people. Now she wants to be, Starlight needs to learn to be loyal. Yeah, she needs to learn to be loyal. I'm kind of sick of it. All right? Because I've watched her shit on all of her friends, people that helped her, people that cared about her, people that thought about her. I've watched her do it. Now, if you have, if you have a problem with somebody that used to be your friend and you're having an argument, and what I like to do is really just leave it alone and just say, okay, it didn't work out, blah, 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 and not continue to go at him and remember the good times when we were friends. That's the only reason I haven't gone at Starlight. All right? Because I remember when she was friendly with me. I remember that it was fake now. So this is what I want to do. I'm just going to sit back and relax and continue to watch this stream that Starlight's putting out about Amanda and Steph and, and even Stephanie Brown. I am sick of you fucking with these people when I have the fucking dirt on you. Do you want somebody to contact you about your actions of a picture that you put up about them? He's not aware of it. He hasn't been aware of it. I remember when rest in peace Serendipity was going to bring him up on panel, and I got a hold of you, Starlight. I said, hey, you don't want to do that because if she brings him up on panel and you're her buddy, I'm going to release this picture, and I'm going to tell him about it. So they decided not to, because if this man was to see it and know who made it of him, he's not going to be happy. At the time, he only had a couple thousand subs. Now he's got about 80,000 subs. At the time, he was not on any type of parole or probation. Now he's off of it. At the time, me and him weren't able to have a conversation. But now we are. And I never mentioned this to him. Okay, but Starlight wants to go back. Starlight wants to go back on Amanda and Steph and just talk about how dangerous them guys, whoever that was all, come on, really. But anyways, she wants to go back and go back and go back and keep fucking with Amanda and keep fucking with Steph, right? That's what she wants to continue to do. And the whole time she's playing innocent. She's playing the victim. Well, the real is Starlight is I know you. I know you. I could have burned you a long time ago. But here's the thing. If I continue to see you play the victim, if I continue to see you, poor me, if I continue, like you finally got 180 to quit fucking running his mouth. That piece of shit. All right. If you want to talk about what people have done on here that's inappropriate and stuff that people have said behind the scenes that's inappropriate, and you want to inform everybody and inform the people that they were talking about it with, then we can do that too. So this is what I'm going to ask you to do. First of all, I'm going to ask Mandolin and Steph. Just don't respond to Hello Starlight, please. This is what I'm going to ask you to do. I'm asking you, I'm not telling you. Don't respond to her because then she's going to respond to you, and then it's going to be a whole bunch of stuff. She is not worth the response. If you guys, I think some of you guys know about this bomb that I have. The only thing is, I've showed the picture before, and she denied it. And said the only reason she put the banana is because she couldn't find anything else, and blah blah blah. When everybody knows when you're putting a dick in the mouth, it's a eggplant, right? Everybody knows that. She chose a banana on a black man, and it was a behind the scenes thing. And then, not only did she deny that banana, was a racist thing. People thought it was a racist thing, right? So she has to go up on Rel's panel and clear it up, right? And Rel does not never believe that was an eggplant. I don't care what he says. Yeah, I know he knows it, but he thinks it's funny. He's not letting it bother him. He thought it was funny. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the guy that you put that banana in his mouth, he's not going to think it's funny. And I'm going to be quite honest with you. If you guys saw how Rel was and how Rel was strong, I have more fear of this other guy that than I do Rel. Rel has things to lose. If he actually did something, he's got things to lose, right? He can't just go get in trouble. He's got things to lose. This other guy ain't got shit to lose. Yes. So when Starlight, when I first showed, that she put a banana in a black man's mouth, right? She denied it. She said the only other emoji she could find was a banana. That's, blah blah blah. So she jumps up on Rel's panel and calls me a fucking racist after she put a picture. She knows better than that. She's talked to me behind the scenes plenty of times and knows that I'm not a racist at all. Never would I send to one of my white friends a picture that degrades a black man. Nobody has it. Nobody has that. There is nothing behind the scenes to ever show me doing something like that. As a matter of fact, when I'm with my white friends and they start making little jokes like that about black people, like white folks do, black folks do that as well, right? When my friends, if I'm around white friends that do that, I don't like it. I'm uncomfortable with it. I don't like it because that puts me in the category with them. So I've had this video for the longest time. I put it up once or twice, and Hello Starlight's things is about going back and digging up stuff, right? So I'm asking Mandolin and Steph to please just ignore her. Please go on, do something better with your channels. You can ignore her. She's a child. She's a child. I'm sick of her. I am sick of her. I get over and listen to that live, and I'm like, poor you. She's done me worse than any of them, and I was nothing but kind to her. I was there when something bad happened to her, really bad. I've been nothing but kind to her. And now, since I get into a 180, blah, 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 whatever. So, Amanda, hi, Dana. Chainsaw. Oh, that's one of my favorites there, Chainsaw. I just love her voice. And I love the way she speaks. So, Amanda and Steph, please be sure, the people that see this, make sure Starlight sees it because she won't respond to me. She's got me blocked over there. She's not talking about me. Fine. Because she knows better. Those people that have me blocked and ghosted, they know better than to fuck with me. They know better. Amanda and Steph, please don't respond to her. I'm gonna wait about maybe 4 or 5 days to see what kind of videos she continues to put up. If she continues to put up videos talking about Amanda and Steph and the shit they did in the past, I am going to do a live with the man that she put the banana in his mouth. With the man that she put the banana in his mouth. And it's going to come complete. It's going to come complete, and I'm not playing with information on how to contact her. That's what's going to happen. Because this victim playing stuff, is going to be over. It's going to be over, Starlight. So I suggest that you move on from Amanda and Steph and any of them other women that were in the drama that you caused me to fucking argue with. You caused me to argue with them people. Amanda, I liked. Steph, I liked. You caused it. They were on your fake ass side. So I'm going to repeat this one more time. I am going to watch her videos over the next. If she keeps going, that's why I'm asking Amanda and Steph, don't respond to her. Don't respond to her. Because if you respond to her, you give her a reason to talk to you. If you continue, I've already told this guy I got something for him. If you continue to do that, and it's not a threat, this is not anything. Really, it's just me telling you what I'm going to do. It's not a threat. It's because you play, I've held on to this and held on to this and held on to this because you were my friend. I cared about you. And I didn't want to go at you like I can. But now I'm realizing now that Steph should have been my friend. I should have made it work. Just as far as YouTube and stuff goes. Same with Amanda. I should have never got into it with a lot of people because of you. Because of you. You are a traitor. You are a skank. You are full of shit. You are a daddy's girl. And if you do not stop fucking with these people that I know, and you keep putting out fucked up information about what they've done, we can put out information about what you've done with the person that you've done it to. They didn't even know you. He never said a word to you. He never said a word to you. And some of these newbies that are coming around that you're collecting on your streams, they don't even know about this picture that you gave to me in a private thing where you have a black man with a banana going in and out of his mouth. They don't even know about it. The guy that you did it to, he does not know about it yet. Okay, Starlight? So you need to come down up off your little high horse. The pony shit, you killed that. You've killed that. It's gone. Now, I personally don't think there's anything wrong with me letting that guy know that Hello Starlight put that picture of him in private messages over the internet with a banana going in and out of his mouth. I personally don't think that. I don't think there's. Hi, Twanda. I'm glad you're doing well. So I don't want to just start up a whole bunch of drama here. I'm just sick of Starlight. I'm just sick of her. If I had known she was like this, I would have never done anything or even spoke to her. Never. But anyways, that's where I'm at, and people know me. People, you keep playing, Starlight. These Amanda and Steph, they don't need me to do this. They hadn't asked me to do this. They don't even want me to do this, but they're going to let me do it. They can't stop me because we're going to show what a little racist motherfucker you are behind the scenes. Right? We're going to show it and see how much support you get when you've got somebody that wants to know where you work and where you live and about your family and threatens you because you got right up on the man's panel that was doing that to me and called me a fucking racist. If you were a dude, Starlight, I hope one of these women on here takes you out. They haven't quite done it yet. So that's what's going to happen. And I'm warning you now. I think the man has a right to know. And the only reason I ain't told him in the past, one, you're my friends, and if two, you got kids. At this point, I don't care. Did you care about his kids when you put a banana in his mouth? I don't care. I don't care a fuck about you. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Quit playing with them. Leave Amanda and Steph alone. Leave them alone. Don't say another fucking word about them. But anyways, let me talk to my chat now. German put so I'm gonna get off the drama a little bit. But that stands, Starlight. I'm not playing with you. Leave these women alone. Quit playing the victim. Stop playing the victim. Move on with your channel. And send some of them freaky dudes that you have over there, the chump dudes that you have over there, to come talk to me. I'm telling you, I keep seeing it. I'm going to send it. I'm going to make sure he's aware of it. And ask him, does he want to come up on a live with me and talk about it? I'm pretty sure he will. And while that live's going, we're going to be showing him who you are, some of the stuff you've done, how he can contact you. Because you wanted to send pictures of him around. Go ahead and cry that somebody doxed you because you put a banana in a black man's mouth and somebody told him about it. Go ahead and cry. Go ahead. Go ahead and whine about that. I think he's got a right to know. I think he had a right to know a long time ago, but I was afraid he was going to come down there and tear your house apart and hurt you. At this point, I don't care what he does. Hi, Johnny. Yes, Tawana. You know what? And here's another topic completely outside of drama. Over the last 2 weeks, this is a little bit about health, and I've got some people here to know about health. Over the last 2 weeks, I've been having problems with my kidney, a little bit of kidney pain, peeing blood, lightheadedness, dizziness. So I try to ignore it for a while, right? And then finally I go to the doctor. They did these tests or whatever. And they tell me I have a fucking UTI, right? A UTI, urinary tract infection. I said, men don't get those. He goes, yeah, very rarely they get them. Very rarely men get them. I feel sorry for you women that have ever had to put up with them. But on top of that, it caused my kidney to be infected. It's messing with my bladder and everything else. So they give me this big old horse pill. It worked for a while and it's not working. So I've been off work for like a week. You took your last one? I took my last Bactrim yesterday. And now what I'm worried about is I think it is gone, right? Because I'm not feeling anything. I think it's gone. I haven't seen any signs of it for like 4 days now. But what I'm afraid of is going to come back, right? And the thing of it is if it comes back, I know it's not just your typical urinary tract infection. Usually when men are peeing blood, right? Usually when men are peeing blood, bright blood. I mean, it looked like a Hawaiian punch. If it's a UTI, it's also a huge sign of enlarged prostate cancer, kidney disease, kidney cancer, and bladder cancer for men. Right? And so when I have I had a health issue 5 or 6 years ago, and it was really bad, but they fixed it. When I have a health issue, I can't focus on working. I sit and worry about what's going to happen to our family if I'm not able to work. But they did give me time off of work. Dr. No told me to take time off of work for this bacteria because it makes me nauseous. So, yeah, doctors just practicing medicine. I also get online, though, and I look at things that help flush your system. I've been drinking a hell of a lot of lemon water. I can't stand lemons. I haven't been drinking no caffeine, no nothing. I've been eating all the greens. I go back to my healthy diet, and maybe that's what'll straighten me up. See, I also got a problem with staying healthy for the longest time and get myself right where I want to be. With the weight and everything. Everybody remembers when I got down to 180 pounds, I'm back up to 240s again. So I would get myself healthy, and then I would get complacent with it. And like, okay, I'm doing really good, and then it's all about diet, honestly. Yeah. Well, the only real symptom I had of it, the major symptom I had of it was blood. I had a little bit of kidney pain, right? And then there was a small stone, right? But that's okay. It didn't even hurt. But the only thing that I had from the only symptom I had was peeing blood. Cranberry juice, right? Well, I've been drinking a lot of lemon water. Went back to my probiotics and started getting the Kavita again. So my stomach feels well. Yeah. Well, Dana, some of this I'm on a couple different diuretics because of my heart disease, and they say that the diuretics, even though you're drinking a lot of water, can still dehydrate you. And if you get dehydrated, that could cause a UTI. They don't know what it is. But I'm gonna tell you what, any female that has been through that, it did burn for a minute. and then the symptoms went away, but the blood just kept going. But I know how bad that feels. I feel kind of weird, having it. To me, that's a female disease. But I guess out of 1 in 5 men can have them, and that's quite high. Yeah, that's quite high. It really is. It's quite high. And another thing that I've been trying to do here on YouTube is that Michelle Sabate. I got word out to her that she is welcome to come to my channel and come up on my panel, and we'll give her a safe place for a day or so because I'm kind of tired. I mean, we know she's a goofball. We know she does some stupid stuff, but I've always been one for the underdog. Yeah, and I'd like to bring her up on panel and see if we can have a reasonable stream with her and see if we can calm her down a little bit. So, yeah, she's right. Not, even if I'm drinking a bunch of water like I'm supposed to, these diuretics, I mean, it can still dehydrate me. I never feel thirsty. Now, being big like I am working out in the summertime, when I'm out in the summer and I'm strenuous, I sweat a lot more than I ever used to. But the doctor's going to work on that. But yeah. Chainsaw, I haven't seen you doing anything. It's like I lose your channel. Yeah, cranberry is a natural antibiotic. Not only do we have the cranberry watermelon juice that's from concentrate, the ocean spray is the best one. I also got the cranberry tabs. And you can't overdo those either because they're counteracting themselves. Another thing that I did right before this started is I was taking my aspirins, daily aspirins like I was supposed to, but I didn't realize that I was taking 2 of them a day and they were 325 milligrams. So I'm dropping 650 milligrams of aspirin into my body on top of the naproxen and these diuretics. That these are all blood thinners, right? But I go to looking at my aspirins and they're a year outdated. So I go look at the pills that medicine that can be dangerous if it's outdated, and aspirin is like the number one thing. So maybe I toxed up my system with the aspirins that cause that UTI. So we don't know. We don't know. So I really just want to come on here and just everything be cool and people be chill like we're doing right now. Just there's good people in here right now chatting. All these people in here right now are good people in here chatting. Now, sometimes Chainsaw gets a little bit, but they fucked with her too. You know what I'm saying? But these are all good. That's what I want. I want to surround myself with people that just want to talk about things and not other people. On the second hand, though, I have history with Starlight. And I'm kind of tired of her getting away with this stuff. And I know that I could put an end to it with this plan that I have here. I know I can simply put an end to it. Period. And in the same sense of putting an end to it, based on facts, based on shit that she did herself, I could probably make amends with like Amanda and Steph too. I don't expect to ever be good friends with them, but I'm telling you now, I wish I never would have got into arguments with either one of them because basically, if you go back and look at why we ever got into arguments, it's because of Hello Starlight. You guys were her friend. You were being loyal. She had a problem with me, and you were being loyal, and that's where it was. And I get it. I get that. Pepper, I didn't see you, but you are a good girl. Pepper's good to know. She's one of the good people. Yeah. She's one of the good people. Pepper knows how to stay in tune with the drama without actually being in the drama. That's slick. And Nunya. Nunya's good too, but if you piss her off, you're going to see the bad side of her. I've seen her mad, but not at me. I don't think she's ever been mad at me. If you have, I don't remember, but I've seen you mad at other people. Wanda, I just wanted to ask you, what's up with these beef prices? Oh my God, has it affected you? The gas prices, has it affected your business? Have you had to jack up prices because you're not able to ship this stuff? Or I don't know how you got your distributor set up, or if they're coming, or are they charging you more to come get it because of the gas prices? What is going on? Going here, it's ridiculous when you had look at a nice T-bone and it's like $40 now. Yeah, I don't think you ever have. Yeah, so I took my son. We were out the other day. We went. I asked, "Hey, you want to get some lunch?" It's been a while since me and him were ever to get together because he works and I work. And he's like, yeah. I said, well, let's go to Five Guys. He likes the Five Guys. Five Guys burgers and fries. This is what I got. I got one. I got two cheeseburgers with bacon. I got two medium fries, and I got two medium drinks. Right? Two medium drinks. And when they gave me the bill, it was $46. $46 for two burgers, two fries, and two drinks. Yeah, you got to love Five Guys, though. When you order a medium fry, they give you a half a bag full. But I didn't pay. That's not what I wanted. I was pissed. Even though the meal was good, I feel like, two burgers, two fries, and two should have cost maybe 28. And it makes you mad at the business, but it's not the business. It's like Twanda's saying. These people that are in business that has deal with meats and stuff like that, they're having to pay more to get it distributed because of the gas prices because of Joe Biden. I don't want to get too political though, but the gas prices have gone up since we've got a new administration. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I put the receipt on my Facebook. I couldn't believe it either. $46.26 for two burgers, two fries, and two medium cokes. Then you go to the grocery store, and I'm noticing because I budget really well, and we had about I would spend my weekly grocery, for two adults and four growing kids, I was able to spend $200 a week, right, and make it work. So $800 a month and make that work. It works if you watch what you're doing. Well, now just now I can't spend that same 200 because you're getting less. And I have my grocery bill is up to around 315 a week now, and that's kind of tough when Nicole doesn't have much income. She's got a little bit, and I let her do. She will do stuff, but she doesn't have much income. I have to. It's kind of tough. Yeah, it makes me. It makes me wonder. I don't get mad at people that's running down there to get food stamps now if they qualify for it. Yeah, there's Carla. I don't get mad at people now. I used to have issues with people that would get food stamps when they didn't need it. But now it seems like everybody needs it. This is ridiculous. So what they do is once the prices, the consumer prices of retail stuff starts going up, right? Then it forces the small business and larger business to make the hourly weight go up too. When I first started working, when I was a teenager, I worked for Pizza Hut. My very first job was $2.90 an hour. $2.90 an hour. And it was the early 80s. $2.90 an hour. Now, I never thought I'd see the day where I made over $20 an hour. Those were rich people back then. Right? But now with my rate being way over $20 an hour, I'm finding myself struggling a little bit with it. I mean, it's a little bit. It's. I'm not struggling. I'm just saying, it's different. It takes more. You would figure like when I was a kid, if I made $20 an hour, you'd be rich. You'd be able to buy your house, have a brand new car, and all that. Now you make over $20 an hour. You're just barely, middle class. It's good to see Carla. At least she's driving and not in the hospital. Avoiding smoke. Yeah. Yeah, Chainsaw. I just haven't seen you. And when she goes on a rant, I just love it. And she was, she didn't like me for a long time too, till we got to know each other. And I'm just listening to her. And when people are dead on, when they spit the facts with no holds barred, I kind of like that. I don't like somebody, I can't agree with everything that everybody does. And of course, she's done stuff that I don't agree with. And I'm sure I've done stuff too. But as far as facts and stuff like that, as far as saying what people are thinking but are afraid to say, Chainsaw's great for that. Yeah. Yeah. The plant-based stuff. It's ridiculously expensive. And that's one good thing that you can have going to one is these people that want to eat healthier. It costs a lot because it is healthier. So maybe you're always going to have the people that they want nothing better than some steak and potatoes. So, like, I was wondering, have you had to increase your pricing to meet the demand of the shipping process? And then you, as a owner of a business that produces that, people are looking at you like you're greedy when you're not. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Chainsaw Johnny, but if you get to know her and you just listen to her, we've all done stuff that we're not proud of. She spits it out there. Her sarcasm is brilliant. Take it easy. Anyways, before I get off here, first of all, I'm glad to see the old schooler people that are coming here, these ladies that are coming here again. Say hi to them because I really don't bounce around the channels anymore. Just a couple here and there. I did go and look at Hello Starlight because I'm watching the drama between her and Amanda, and I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for Amanda and Steph to just bury her because I know they're going to, but it's not happening. So my thing is, again, I'm gonna say it one more time. Amanda and Steph did not ask me to do this. So what I'm asking is please back off a little bit, Amanda and Steph. Don't respond to her. Don't give her any reason because if you say something about her, she's going to be able to come. Just don't respond to her. Just let it go. Because if she continues to go after you, I'm going to do exactly what I said. I'm going to do exactly what I said I was going to do. Because I don't appreciate somebody telling me who my dad is and trolling me with my dad's thing, and I don't appreciate you continue to do stuff like this and then play little Missy. Oh, poor me. Oh, poor me. You were fake in my face, man, and you let that. I let it slide. Carla, I hope you're feeling better. I've been kind of seeing how you've been going through some stuff. Hope you're feeling better and you get better. I told Nunya that I was glad that I'm glad that she's been there for you. I do go over and look at your channel. I just don't comment on it. I'm just glad that you got a friend there because the friends you had before weren't really your friends. You've got Ginger Locks and Gemma and Nunya, and there's a couple more. But those other people that you had up there before, those other women that you had up there, those were not your friends, and they just wanted to see you lose friends. And to be quite honest with you, I'm kind of sorry I fell into that because it's irreparable. That where we were at before it's unrepairable. But I'm kind of sorry I fell into that. I kind of wish I kind of wish when behaving came to you with that crap that I said to Vinny, I wish I would have just never responded to any of it. If I would have just waited, they would have turned and shit on you, and you would have seen yourself. But of course, I was mad, and when I'm mad, I'm going, I don't forget things though. The worst thing, I'll say the worst thing that between me and Carl with our fighting was not that she put up a page that doxed my whole family, not the things that she was saying to me. It wasn't the insults that she was giving me. That's not the worst thing. The worst thing that I felt about Carla that hurt me the most when she got up on Richard Groyper's panel and said, "I think you're a racist." To a race with a racist. Otherwise, all the other stuff is nothing. But even then when she did that, like Ripper's not a friend anymore, Behaving's not a friend anymore, Samara's not a friend anymore. But yeah, the honest to God's truth, and I've said this over and over and over again. Like my best times in the drama community, the most fun and most real I've ever had in the drama community was in the mornings on the panel with Carl. And Behaving and Samara, even though Carla did some actions on her own, I feel like Behaving and Samara took that from me. They took that from me. I looked forward to it. It used to piss me off when I'd have to work first shift and I couldn't go on because I had to work and she'd go on at 8 o'clock in the morning. And I was just working a lot. I guess Carla thought that I wasn't looking, but I have to work too. Yeah, I'm glad you got rid of that garbage. I'm glad you got rid of it because Carla, really, I could say that I still care about her, but back then I cared about her a lot more than I do now. And that's just as honest as I can be. And it, that's just as honest as I could be. I wish her well. It's like when I went at Carla and sent her a pizza, she knew that wasn't threatening. She knew that. She knew it wasn't. I was like, damn, you didn't even eat it? Like, fuck it, that's $35, man. That was just me being funny. I had known where she lived for the longest time. I think I could, it's kind of like when, it's sad because when somebody does that to you, you feel for them. When somebody does something wrong, something you feel is wrong to you, and then later on you find out that you really weren't the problem and that other people were the problem, still the damage is done. The damage is done. Yeah, Carla knew damn well that I could be a piece of shit, mean ass fucker before it started on me. It's just upsetting that it had to go that way with me and her. But she's more than welcome to come over here. And I told her back then that I will never comment on in her chat again, and I won't. She's gonna come over here. I'll talk to her over here, but I'm not going over there because I used to watch her after while we were arguing. I watched the people in the chat just tear me up, just tear me up, and that's a chat that I will never go in again because of that. She's more welcome to come over here, and I'm not gonna let nobody bother her while she's over here. Yeah, whiskey. Yeah, I was looking for her the other day. Whiskey Gypsy. She probably got sick of it and went on, or she's probably just in another name and not involved in it. Yeah, Whiskey Gypsy was one of the good ones too. Well, yeah, I understand who was on her panel, but when I'm watching the chat tear me up like that, I know very well that Carla watches her chat. Right? She sometimes she's distracted by her chat, so I know damn well that she was seeing it, and the chat it just didn't. It never was deleted. It never was. Don't say that. You know, I'm telling you, this is how it happened. I'm sitting here one day, and me and Carla and everybody are perfectly fine. Those are my friends. Me and Carla and Samara and Behaving and a couple more. For a while, I would talk to them during the day on Discord, and we were all friendly. Everything was great. They tried to say they kept telling me and telling me. No, we had great conversation every day, all of us. It went from that to I've got something to say, just like that, and I believe that it was because of Behaving, because she said, "Did you see that video Brian did? He's talking, but Carla didn't even look at it. Carla didn't even look at the video. But if they wouldn't have came there, Carla could be vulnerable. And what they did is they honed in on that. They honed in on Carla's vulnerability. Yeah. I didn't smack my mic. I clapped my hands together. But thank you. And it's because I got a powerful mic, so I was moving away from it. I'm sorry. But yeah, I always care about Carla. She's always got a place in my heart. I just won't forget how that happened. Hopefully, in the future, maybe if someone comes to tell you something about something somebody else did, maybe you investigate it a little bit more. Because when me and Vinny were fighting like the way we were fighting, both of us had every right to say what we were saying. Both of us. Yeah, yeah, no, Republican Ash has calmed down a little bit too. Yeah, she's going to be out for a while. Republican Ash is one of my favorites. She's like, I can say that Republican Ash is the person from YouTube that I talk to off YouTube the most. Hey, little lady. Little lady, I see her around all over the place too. So right now, I'm focused on the current events that are going on, where we have one ex-sitting president that's been indicted, and another sitting president that sent that indictment after him, that's looking at a possible impeachment. Our country right now is a mess with the government and the way that's. Hey, catching. And then I'm not trying to offend anybody with my opinions, but this transgender stuff is out of fucking control. Now they have come up with a new pronoun and a new way to identify within the transgender community. It's called MAP. MAP. You can identify as a MAP now. MAP. What MAP means is minor attracted persons. This shit has to stop. It's got to fucking stop. Because no one is going to force me to call them she if I know they're a man. I will be respectful to you, and I will encourage you to be happy in your life, but I will not do that anymore. I'm not going to encourage what I feel is fucking mental illness. If I told everybody that I am a screen door, I identify as a screen door. You can lift my little window up. I need the screen. I keep the flies out. Blah blah. I identify as a screen door. That's fine. I can identify as a screen door all day long. Is that okay? Now we can identify with anything. And here recently, and I knew this was going to happen too. Here recently, a boy who claimed he identified as a girl, teenager, wore the dresses and all that, inside a public bathroom, raped another woman. This thing with the bathrooms, I think, in my honest opinion, I think a lot of these men run around in dresses and stuff like that and claim that they're a woman because they're so fucking ugly, no woman would want them anyway. And I think that they can use this transgender stuff and how they identify. I think it's too easy to use it to be a pedophile. And there's anybody who encourages a child to change their sexual organs. If I had a 4-year-old come to me and told me, hey, and there's a boy, hey, Dad, I feel like a girl. Well, you're not a fucking girl. And we're going to take you and teach you what boyhood is. It all boils down to XX, XY chromosomes. If you have or ever had, even these guys that get the full transition done and get the whole, get the vagina, they never lose their penis. They just cut it and fold it and flip it. It's still a penis. So any man that's dating a transgender woman and that's had the whole thing done, when you're down there giving that some love, that's a dick folded up, is what that is. Is this being transphobic? You're goddamn right. I'm transphobic. I'm afraid of these fucking freaks. I'm afraid of what they're going to do to our kids. I'm afraid of what they're going to do to our country. Now, I can and I can say this too. I can honestly say this. Not all transgender people fit the category that I'm talking about right now. Not all of them. I've been talking more and more and more to my daughter, she's transgender. She went from being Jayla to Jake. I told her I would never call her he. I would never call her Jake. Blah blah blah. But the more I talk to her, the more I realize that she's not one of these, transgender people that's trying to put it in anybody's face. She has respect. She looks for bathrooms that are unisex. She says she feels like a boy and she wants to be a boy. But she's not going to make that someone else's problem. And she respects the fact that I refuse to play into it. I told her, you will always be my daughter. I'm going to love you no matter how short your hair is, no matter how long your beard gets. And I told her, I said, you have to understand one thing about me is you're never going to be a man and I'm never going to believe you're one. But I'm your dad and I will not let anybody disrespect you about that. But I don't expect to see my daughter in somebody's what this video that Jeffrey, you will respect us. She's not doing that. Because the bottom line is, and I never knew this about my daughter, that she told me that as she was growing, she felt more and more that she was displaced. She felt more, it's like, why am I attracted why am I not attracted to girly things? Blah, blah, blah. And then we started, if I'd have went back and looked, we started noticing the short hair. And I didn't think nothing of the short hair. There's a lot of women out there to keep. Randy keeps short hair. She's adorable. That doesn't mean, And then the signs were there, but she just kept saying she didn't know how to tell us. So what she did is she kind of finally made this transition, right? And then she blocked us all. She didn't want to talk to none of us. She thought we'd go off on her, and I had to force her to. But she knows that he, she, her, Jake. I'm not doing that. I'm not encouraging that. And to me, she's always going to be a woman. And I'll say this again: even the men that have the surgery, and even the men that have the surgery, and it looks like you got a vagina. That's not a vagina, fellas. That is a wound. That's what that is. It's a wound. Now, like I'll give you an example. Mallory. Mallory doesn't throw that shit in people's faces. Mallory just wants to be a girl. So that's cool. Then you got your fake ones that are running around here too. Not so much of the gender thing, when people are nice to your face, then you catch them talking shit about you behind your back, Shauna. But what's going to happen? See, here's my thing. I'm a big fan of women. I love women. I love you because you're soft and you smell good, and your voices and you're cuddly and you're warm and you're just so sweet. I love women. But if we keep letting this shit go on and play into it, real women are going to be a thing of the past. As life goes on, you're going to have to check somebody's fucking ID and birth certificate to have a relationship. There is nothing better than a real woman. I'll give you an example. A real woman is Budweiser. A fake woman is Milwaukee's best. And it tastes like shit. Yeah, when like Junebug says. Like Junebug says, they're indoctrinating our kids. See, this thing with the schools, see, they're trying to program. They are. The government is grooming our kids. So I told my kids yesterday, right now they're in private school, and my one daughter's gonna have to go back to public school, and if this gay pride stuff in schools, these drag queens coming into schools dancing around with the kids, if my child is in any school that happens to, I'm pulling them. Well, let me make it. Let me. All right. Let me rephrase that. And then he says Budweiser. A real woman is a fully loaded Cadillac Escalade with all the options. A fake woman is a rusty ass Pinto that's going to blow up anytime. What's a real man going to choose? You're fake. Nobody's going to convince me. If I'm somewhere, I've already got this in my head, and I hope it never happens. But if I'm out somewhere and one of my kids walks into the restroom and I see some dude with a dress on and a beard walking in there, I'm going in there, and he's coming out because I'm not playing that. You don't know if the person behind that dress is saying, "Well, I'm a girl." They just want to go in there and cop a feel or sneak a peek. If these transgender people are so worried about the bathroom thing, then fucking all of you get together and do a GoFundMe so every company in the world can make a trans bathroom. If I seen a trans bathroom that said trans people only, I would not go in there. I'm not trans. So if they see one that says men, they should not go in there. No, I'm telling you what, Junebug, that type of shit will cause me to go to jail. Let one of my kids call me from school and say, Dad, they're doing a drag queen thing up here right now. They're dancing. I would be up there. And I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? Yeah, yeah. People might say, oh, look at Brian. He's gay bashing. He's gay bashing. The farthest thing from the world I'm doing is gay bashing. Because, like, even if you listen to Save Robbie's views on this, and when he's so gay, other gay people freak out on him, right? But his Save Robbie's views are the same as mine, and he's gay. It's okay to be gay, right? It's okay to be gay, right? But you don't need to push your sexual, and it's all about sex. You don't. You can be gay all you want. You don't force it on other people. You don't push that on other people at all. And Robbie doesn't do that. There's nothing wrong with just being gay. But when you're trying to tell me that you're a completely different sex than what you were born now because you think it, get your mental ill ass away from me. That's it for that. Yeah, these pronouns are ridiculous. I like to watch these videos now where Ben Shapiro is just totally owning these people. Now I've got a short up. I got a small video up from the movie The Good Doctor. It's Frankie Hightower, who I used to say looked like Claude a lot. It's Frankie Hightower playing the part of an autistic young kid who had the genius of a doctor, right? And it has happened before. But there's a boy in there claiming he's a girl, and in this clip, he's medically putting this person in their place. They're trying to say that they can menstruate now. What an insult to real women that have to suffer that for 45 years of their life. They're trying to convince people of it. That kind of transgender, I'm totally against. There's one, I think it's called the Blind Witch. There's this one YouTuber on there, and I would gladly call her a girl, but she used to be a man. She looks absolutely 100% like a female, and if she didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. But she's against this trans stuff. And her story was kind of the same as my daughter's. He felt like a girl. He went through the process to make himself become a girl. And it's a girl that you could absolutely, they put the money in it where you could absolutely tell, you can't tell that was ever a man. If you're going to play the part, you got to pay the price. You can't show up with a 5 o'clock shadow. You got to convince everybody you're a girl. But the thing of it is, this person just wants to be a girl. This person prefers that nobody ever knew they were a boy. They've erased that part of their life. So they're not in bathrooms where they're not supposed to be. They're not telling you, you'll call me he, she. They're not doing that. Matter of fact, I'm going to post some clips of it. Yeah. Yeah, Ben Shapiro is awesome. There's another guy, Matt Walsh. It's okay for these people to do what they want to do. You can run around in a dress all day and you can call yourself a girl all day, but you can't expect other people to go along with that. You can't. The way you think, you're never going to make me think that you're a girl. Never. Even the one I'm talking about. I know that person used to be a man, and as far as dating, as far as like if I was single, I guess one of the questions I would have to ask these days is, so what sex were you when you were born? Because I don't want to be physical with anybody that used to be a man. And that's my preference. My pronoun is straight as fuck. What's that other girl's name? The Riley girl that in the sports. That these people with the sports, these men that are pretending to be women, and they're in the locker rooms with these girls that work real hard. This sports world should be ashamed of itself. I have never, Nunya, I watch just about everything Shapiro does because he's so witty. There's never been a time that I've seen him speak that I didn't agree with him. Never. Some of these other smart ones like Milo, I like Milo too, but sometimes I don't agree with Milo. And now they're making it a crime. In some places, it's a crime if you refuse to use he, she pronouns on people that ask you to. I'd like to have that one go to court. I'd like to see that one go to court. I'd like to see somebody get charged with, well, he didn't call me she, so he's harassing me. I'd like to see that go to court. Well, why didn't you call this person she? Because that person was biologically born male, Your Honor. Unless you want to change science. You're male, you're male. No, I cannot tell you to leave anyone on this stuff. But what I can say is, if you guys aren't going at her, it's just, I really don't want to have to do this. If you guys aren't going at her, she doesn't have an excuse to clap back. So if nobody's, you guys are better than that anyway. I'm gonna be quite honest with you, Steph. If I do this and bring this person up with that about that picture, the shit is going to hit the proverbial fan on Starlight's ass, and she knows it. So I'm hoping she'll take heed, because it's not that I'm sticking up for you guys, because you don't need me to do that. What I'm sick of her is I'm sick of watching her come on here and play the victim when I personally, behind the scenes shit nobody else knows, know what a piece of shit she is. Piece of shit she is. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. Leave me alone. I'm sick of it. You're fake. Stop it. I can prove it. I've been able to prove it. The only reason I haven't, there's a couple different reasons. One is mainly because she's my friend. And two, she's got kids, and this guy that she did that to is a fucking nut. If you guys think that Rel was bad, this guy, when he came at me, I'm watching this video of this guy coming at me. I'm like, I ain't saying shit to that one. Nothing. I didn't respond to him. He's the only one that I was like, oh, okay, I better leave that motherfucker alone. Yep. Because the guy's institutionalized, and you can tell by talking to him, he doesn't have enough intelligence. He doesn't have the intelligence to not go at somebody that pissed him off. Well, if she does it out of spite, then you know what? Like I said, she can do it out of spite. But I'm kind of tired of it. And I really don't have anything to lose. I don't really care if I lose my YouTube channel. I don't care what people say about me anymore. Nothing. I really don't care. But that one needs to be taught a fucking lesson. I think Starlight needs to be taught a lesson about loyalty, about don't shit on people that cared about you. Don't be behind the scenes being a little fucking facetious shit and then coming on like you're a little angel. But I'm going to be watching. What's going to happen is I'm telling you what's going to happen. She's going to continue to do it. And I'm just going to bring it up on a live, and I'm bring the person that you put the picture in on a live with me. Period. That would be the end of Starlight. Guaranteed. Anyways, it's good to see you, Steph, and Tawanda, and Nunya, and Johnny, and Junebug, and Dana. And Chainsaw was here. And I see Pepper in my magic mirror. And Johnny Cuddy, and Dana a little bit was in here. Little Lady, of course. And let's see, I'm going up. See, these people that are in my chat right there, they're all people that I like. They're all people that are not really causing a whole bunch of shit on the internet. Steph's cool. I wish I never got into it with her. Steph's a badass. Steph would be a good ally if you stayed in the drama community. She'd be a good ally because she's smart. She shows receipts. She don't give a fuck. Now I'm gonna hand you your dick back now, Steph, because I've been riding it too long. But that's the fact. I'll talk to you guys later. Piece of chicken grease and hello, Starlight. I'm not playing. Take it easy now. Bye.